Wanna watch any of them new Metal Gear footage? I actually kind of wanted to see it. I'm a huge fan of Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid Delta. There was some new footage out apparently from Tokyo Game Show, was it? Oh shit! Someone actually played Metal Gear Solid Delta. We played Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater and its release can't come soon enough. Oh, this is Games Radar. They played it early already? Is it that far along? Do it, you reckon?
Do you explain Metal Gear Solid to someone who's never experienced it? At first glance, it's a near impenetrable explosion of gravelly voiced protagonists, cardboard boxes, and giant exclamation marks, with robots lovingly sprinkled atop. Yet for those who explored Shadow Moses, Big Shell, and Soliniarsk the first time round, Kojima's seminal stealth saga feels less like a video game and more a sacred text. In recent years, however, the legendary soldier's mythos has begun to wane. Now almost a decade since Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain first hit shelves, a whole new generation of gamers have grown up in a snakeless world. Sensibly then, Konami is hoping to right this wrong, remaking the Cold War classic Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater for shiny modern hardware. With its release
look how good he looks there.
Date still nowhere in sight, I received intel about a top secret demo for this new Delta Metal Gear Solid 3 remake project. As a grizzled Fox veteran like Chase and Status before me, I eagerly returned to Jungle, redonning my bandana, tuning my codec, and grabbing my Mark II tranquilizer one last time. As I popped on my headset and picked up my mission apparatus, there was one question ricocheting around my head. Has Konami lovingly restored this timeless classic, or fumbled the cardboard box? There's a giddy thrill returning to MGS3 Snake Eater in 2024. As the camera pans around to a gas mask wearing naked Snake, Major Tom and the rest of his pilots chatter and grimace with a new lease of life. As the iconic score kicks in, my excitement rises and the goosebumps bristle before I'm parked in front of a lengthy cutscene like an unruly toddler with an iPad. It's like Kojima never left. Let's get the obvious out of the way first. Metal Gear Solid Delta looks absolutely stunning. While I was one of the naysayers initially unconvinced by Snake's new character model and the lack of sepia filter.
Dude. Look at the water.
While I was one of the naysayers initially unconvinced by Snake's new character model and the lack of sepia filter, once I'm actually exploring the human overgrowth, those doubts completely disappear. As the dense jungle glistens in the heat and insects buzz above, it's the little details which impress. From the red blinking lights on soldiers' radios to the tranquilizer darts sticking out of enemies, this iconic setting bursts with newfound life. While much has been made of Snake's lasting visible damage in Delta, this didn't seem particularly visible, in the virtuous mission prologue at least. As my cover is blown, I get into a hairy firefight. Bullet scrapes and rifle butt bruises don't seem to register. Crawling.
Bruh, I have to say, dude, imagine this on PC. Imagine this on PC. Unreal. It looks fucking fabulous.
Through the thick muddy bogs, however, leaves its murky mark, and as I emerge from the thick sludge and roll out of reach of an alligator's jaw, the mud clings to Snake's sticky uniform for several screens. It's this decision to lean into the cinematic that Konami feels gives Snake Eater new life.
Jesus, look at
when
this.
When people play Snake Eater in this day and age, we don't want it to feel like a 20-year-old game.
Old and clunky, yeah.
Explains series producer Noriaki Okumura. We want to make sure it feels exactly how they remember it, like the vision of Snake Eater in their minds. Cutscenes feel newly dynamic. It's something I particularly enjoy when I meet Snake Eater's crew of iconic oddball villains, the Cobra Unit. These absurd antagonists now teem with eccentricity. The End's eyes bulge like something ripped from the pages of manga horror writer Junji Ito. The Pain's hornets look newly sickening. Even Volgin's scars look more fearsome than ever, his lightning zapping out of him with a realistic sizzle. Much like its forebears, MGS3 Snake Eater has always delighted in snapping between realism and utter nonsense, and so far it seems that original oddball spirit remains lovingly intact in Delta. Yet, somewhat ironically, the lavish visuals also serve to highlight some of Snake Eater's creaky PlayStation 2 origins. While loading between stealthy vignettes is predictably snappy on PS5, each new tiny playable zone breaks the shiny 4K illusion, sending you back to the limitations of 2003. Sprinting between tree cover to tree cover before suddenly hitting the loading screen shatters the feeling that you're off exploring a vast jungle.
Oh, yeah. That's one thing I'm interested to see how they handle. I'm interested to see how they handle the load screens. Because if you remember on Metal Gear 3 or even Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear 1 I suppose as well, as in Metal Gear Solid, there was load screens. And this day and age now with a game of this like high caliber graphics, it does make me wonder how they're going to do it though. Yeah, there's that as well, Pez, you see. But then again, like, I know this is different engine, different companies, but Rebirth had it so it was this whole gigantic world with not really a load screen in sight. Arguably, there was load screens after after cutscenes and things, obviously, but there was no load screens typically when you traversed it. So I do wonder how they're going to do it, and if they do it, how the game is going to render the next part of the loading of the map behind something, you know, corridors or something. Because we know that FF7 Remake had the whole like sliding through the rocks and it was loading up the next part of the map, which is fine because it was a PS4 game initially anyway. So I do wonder how they're going to do that in this. I really do wonder. And something I'm beginning to appreciate more and more and more with nearly all video games is the lighting. Look at this light. Look at the water. Look at the flame here. Oh, baby, I am all over this. I will be streaming this game. So if you're wondering, I'll be streaming it.
Crawl, roll, and dive across each area with Modernize. It feels closer to exploring a squared off section of inner city park than a dense tropical wilderness. Thankfully though, the characters move with modern grace. It's why for Metal Gear Solid Delta, the team decided to completely overhaul the original stiff animations and unwieldy control scheme. Initially, we thought we would just be improving the graphics, Okumura explains. But when you see the game with very good graphics, a lot of the clunky parts start to poke their head out. Once we saw the original character animations with very realistic graphics, they looked a little bit odd. So we...
Wait, what? But when you see the game with very good graphics, a lot of the clunky parts start to poke their head out. Once we saw the original characters' animations with very realistic graphics, they looked a little bit odd, so we knew we had to tweak the original mode. I see, okay.
We knew we had to tweak the original code. Luckily, the team had some legendary heroes of their own to help guide these changes. Having some of the staff who actually worked on the original game really helped, says Okumura. They could shine light on what we could change and how we could change it, so it was great to have them around to guide us in that way. While Capcom's excellent Resident Evil remakes opted for a remix approach, cutting, changing, and adding where they felt necessary, Konami have instead gone for a purist approach to Snake Eater's story and core gameplay mechanics.
Oh, that's gonna sit well with a lot of people. That's gonna sit well. People don't want too many changes. They want the same game. They want it to look better. Sure, they might want like some mechanics handled a little bit differently now, you know, a bit of added to or something, or made more smoothly, but people still want that, like the guy just said, like the purist approach, I think. So I think a lot of people are gonna really enjoy that. Yeah, I think the controls were a bit clunky, Pez. I still think that now. Yeah, and you can't. Yeah, and when it comes to story, you can't change the story. That is what makes Metal Gear Solid for me, is the story. The story, the mechanics of the game, you can tweak a little bit, but you don't want to stray too far from basically like even you don't want to stray as far as FF7 Remake either, or Rebirth, where the original game was turn-based and then now this is action. Like, I understand it, and don't get me wrong, I love those games, you know I do, but like with this game, you can't change that approach and just make it a first-person shooter but make it the same story. It just wouldn't work. You want to keep it still looking and resembling the same, and if you are going to remake a game, you've got to know what your audience wants, I think, haven't you? Yeah, 100%. Like, I don't mind it still having that feel of clunkiness, but they have to be more smoothed out now, because I think Metal Gear Solid 3 overall was definitely behind on its time. Not behind its time, it was ahead of its time, sorry, where there was there was a lot of stuff that that game wanted to do but couldn't do because, you know, limitations. And at the end of the day, this was a PS2 game. And look at the stuff you could do, the camouflage, the sneaking around, the CQC, you know, the eating of animals to survive, the repairing your wounds. Like, this game could have been so much more if they had more if they didn't have as many limitations and they had more space to do it all. But on a PS2 game, giving us that, you know, with, you know, still relatively big maps for a PS2 game, imagine what they can do now on a modern console. Oh, I'm so stoked for it.
Yet mercifully, Delta brings that classic gameplay in line with 2024 standards. Playing with a modernized control option, Snake Eater's infamously clunky combat now handles much like the Phantom Pain. You can shoot while crawling backwards. Close quarters combat no longer feels as awkward as it once did, allowing for smoother takedowns that make high-level stealth play infinitely more attainable. As anyone who suffered hearing Wolverine's voice actor return for X-Men 97 will attest, getting an aging cast to return decades later isn't always the wisest call. Thankfully then, the performances from the PS2 original still hold up brilliantly. From David Hayter's inimitable growl to Josh Keaton's impudent whinging as Baby Ocelot, the charm of the original has impressively survived the transit across 3 generations of console hardware. What we want to offer is the same exact feeling as those who played the original Snake Eater for the first time. That thrilling, baffling experience, explains Okumura. The more Otacon-minded of you out there will be pleased to hear that Konami wastes no time in laying its graphical cards on the proverbial table. When you boot Metal Gear Solid Delta, you're given the option for a 30 FPS visual mode, a dynamic resolution scaling between the highs of 4K and the lows of 1440p, or a 60 FPS mode, scaling between 4K and 1080p. If you opt for fidelity, 30 FPS mode seems to be pretty solid, despite halving the frame rate of the PS2 original. After the less than competent port of the recent Master Collection, here's hoping both modes deliver. 21 years later, there's still nothing out there that feels quite like Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. From its blend of Cold War history to James Bond cheese and anime excess, it's a beautifully absurd creation, and one that absolutely deserves to be experienced again. While its relentless barrage of hands-off exposition may be a tough pill for newbies to swallow, thanks to the stunning new coat of paint and modernized take on CQC, Metal Gear Solid Delta is shaping up to be the definitive way to experience Big Boss's origins. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is set to launch on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X at some point in 2024. So, will you be...
Sometime in 2024? No. Where?
PS5 and Xbox Series X at some point in 2024.
No. Surely they meant 2025. They can't mean this year. Fuck. Oh, no way. Yeah, I mean, we're already in October. Well, let's finish a minute.
So, will you be revisiting this staple of the series? Or could this new coat of paint be enough for you to take your first plunge into the rich history of Metal Gear Solid? Let us know below. And as always, stick with Games Radar for the latest news, previews, and more.
Alright, shout out to Games Radar. So, I did also want to add, because as you mentioned the boss fights, I agree, I think the boss fights were a little bit clunky, but then again, I think it was just the controls that made the boss fights feel clunky. The design of the boss fights were all pretty good, like look at the end and the Fury, which I think the Fury's the guy with... was it the Fury? I always forget which one it is, but the flamethrower dude. But like the environments with fire, even on a PS3 game back then, were good. So I can't imagine what it's going to look like now on PS5. So something I was going to say actually was, they did say they wanted to try and keep... Well, so something they mentioned was that they were keeping the controls similar to the Phantom Pain, which I'm not going to lie, I don't know how many people liked Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. I actually liked it. I actually really liked it. Me and Gags actually are like low-key like quite big fans of that game. Like, don't get me wrong, that story, the spread around story and everything else, but the mechanics of that game were amazing. So when it came to Metal Gear 5, I actually really enjoyed it, and I loved the story. It was just so spread out and spread thin, so I played Metal Gear 5 a lot, Pez. I actually did as well. I actually did a full playthrough of that game back in 2019, I think it was. Or maybe 2020, 2019. 2020. It was in 2020, I believe. And yeah, I really enjoyed Metal Gear 5. I really liked that. I liked the whole like mission aspect. I didn't mind the approach to the game that they took. But the story was, you know, what would have made it for me, so... Oh, apparently 2020 is the year of the snake. Oh, God. Oh, the year of the snake. I do actually want to watch more, if that's okay with you guys. I know it's really long. We're not going to watch absolutely everything, but I would like to sift through it a little bit and just have an idea if that's okay with you guys. I wanted to watch this for a while. I'm really excited for this game, so I'd love to see some gameplay, because we've seen the trailers. I do want to see what this gameplay is like. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Oh, that's the signs. That's the beginning. Start game. Okay. Oh. I'll put you guys on the screen. Do you guys wanna be on the screen? Where are you guys? Where's chat? Chat, where are you? There you go. Let's have you on the screen. You guys wanna see? There you go. Oh. Look, I'm on the screen.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
If you don't want it's a remake, but if you've not played it and you don't want spoilers, please just take a look at it a little bit and then walk away or something. I'm not going to play the whole opening cutscene, I don't think, but I do want to watch a little bit, if that's okay. Just have an idea of the models and stuff. So I was going to skim through a little bit.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass.
Oh, look at the hair on the
Good.
models.
Got high visibility.
The fingernails.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waist know what he's doing?
Panty waist.
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Dude, I've seen this open so many. Oh shit!
Depressurization complete.
こちらがですね、メタルギアソリッドデルタのタイトル画面になります。で、タイトル画面2つありまして、こちらがニュースタイルでプレイを
Two title screens. Here is a new style of play. On the title screen that you use as one, so that was the original title. That screen shows Snake and an enemy soldier in CQC. It was a battle title screen. That one is the legacy style. As you play, the title of the other screen will... Wow, that's the title screen. By pressing the original button, you can... Oh, you can. There is a game of enjoying change. Well, this new style, titled Delta version, is also... You can move the camera by pressing a button. It's like making it rain. Oh, you can make it rain, okay. That's pretty cool. True! The wind is blowing and the colours are growing. Oh, just like the original, right? It's a filter, change the colour filter, yeah. Yes, there are colour filters. The original colour filter from back in the day. We also have this! However, this gameplay is on the title screen. It's for fun, so the colour, as for the filters, by setting this as an option, you can. Yes, but it can also be reflected. I want to start the game. Let's get started.
東京ゲームショウのバージョンはですね。
Ah, yes, Tokyo Games version. I think they meant version. Well, regarding the difficulty setting, game version difficulty settings okay. First of all, as explained earlier, the opening cut, the CU machine playing the. No, you get David Hayter, of course. No, yeah, David Hayter's him. No, David Hayter's playing as Snake. Damn, that's the gameplay. And I'm not gonna lie, the bitrate on this video is not great. It's already pretty bad, and it's in 4K. But you guys are not gonna see 4K anyway. But also, even what I'm seeing, it's still not great because the bitrate is awful. But there you go. Look. The animations are pretty nice. Oh shit, there's the trees, look. Oh, the trees look good. Mode? Oh, this is graphics mode. Quality mode emphasizes quality. Performance. I fell down, sorry.
で今回ゲームショーのバージョンはですね、グラフィック重視のグラフィックモードの方を搭載してます。へえ。ね、あ、取れた。はい、ここもちょっとオリジナルと変わっていまして、
We'll see if he says operation.
の方付けを加えました。
Oh, this is the codec, right?
はい、無線画面なん
Oh,
です
it's
け
in
ども、
Japanese, damn it!
機能を追加しました。オリジナルから入っています。
Oh, the codec looks nice.
この早送り機能と、
Let's skim ahead.
ページ送り。はい、ただコンパスはですね、アイテムですので、
The compass? Oh, there's a compass?
レーダーとかとは一緒に使いませんの
Oh,
で
they have a compass in the bottom left. My camera's in the way.
ようにしてみてくだ
Oh,
さい。
move me real quick. There's a compass in the bottom left now.
SE 効果音ですね。効果音についてもハードに合わせてかなり高品質化しています。でカットシーンのサウンド BGM についても2チャンネルから
Oh shit, look how good it looks, guys.
アップミックスしてまして、音響的な演出をかなり強化していますので、はい、臨場感かなり増しています。
2から7ってすごいですね。
はいはい、ガーコです。
Garko, I think that's. Is that not meant to be called a gecko?
ガーコを各ステージに配置しております。はい、ちょっとスライドの方お願いします。はい、
Oh my god. Are they collectible things? That's cute.
ケロタンっていうのをカエルの人形なんですけども、そちらを配置していました。で、このケロタンとガーコっていうのはもともとうちのグ
Yeah,
ッズ商品だったんですけど
collectible thing,
も
right?
ガーコさんはケロタンのお友達という設定ですね。
はい。
はい、でこのガーコの方、新しくデルタの方で探索要素として配置してます。でガーコさんの方
She's like, ah! Oh, let me skim my head a bit more. Oh god, the menu. Fuck.
ほっといたら自然と乾いて落ち
Dude, look how good he looks here. I mean, obviously it's covered in mud and stuff, but it's on his face. You can see it's in his hair. Wait, is he saying the dirt dries and falls off? Wait. Let's go back to the game. Toko. Next is the camouflage rate life gauge. Camouflage life rate? Camouflage rate is now displayed as 15% next to it. Where? Where does it say that? Oh, on the bottom. Yes. Well, if you leave this dirt alone, it dries and falls off. Okay, that's really nice. Yes, by changing its camouflage, you can clean it up right away. Okay. The player Snake's body was. The scars will remain as traces. Oh! So if you get injured in this game and you repair a wound, there's going to be a scar that's left and it stays there. Oh, fuck.
残り続ける。受けた傷は治るけども傷跡として残り続けるという説明をさせ
The
ていただ
scars
きま
remain as a
した。
result.
で、同じように
That's
ですね
so cool. I'm interested how that's gonna work.
銃弾を受けたりすると、穴が開いたりとか傷がついたりとか。
はい。
Oh my god. Damn. If you take damage and you get bullet holes or scratches on your camouflage, it remains on your camouflage. Holy
ど
crap.
んどん傷んでいきます。はい。で、これは泥汚れは着替えることで綺麗になるんですけども、
はい
開いた穴とかですね、傷ついたものは最後まで、残り続けますので。
I will continue to stay until the end, so this is it. That's your favorite camouflage suit. If you do that, it will hurt even more.
ボロボロになっちゃう。
It will be in tatters. Please use the important camouflage carefully. I hope you'll receive it.
はい。で、スネークイーターは状況に合わせて、カモフラを切り替えて敵兵の
Yeah, switch your camouflage to suit the situation. Basic principle is to deceive the enemy. It's important strategy. So, you've got a little mini menu. Oh, so you don't need to go into a menu for this. You can just change on the fly. Is that right? It's an important strategy. So camouflage. Let me put my controller down a minute. A quick change of clothes.
あ
Oh, so it's like a.
あ、早いですね。
はい。カモフラスーツには
I just spat on my mic. I'm getting excited. I'm drooling.
カモフラ率を上げる以外にいろんな機能を持ったスーツがたくさんありますので、
はい
気軽に着替えることで試着じゃないんですけどもいろいろ試していただいて、いろん
But
な
please try
遊びを
various
ユーザーさんが見
things.
つけていただけたら
Users can
はい
find
思います
fun things to do. I would be happy if you
またこ
could.
れも同じく
Yes,
ですね
yes.
無線の方も
Yeah,
スネーク
Pez, that'll be so
かなりのボリュー
cool.
ムある無線が用意さ
The
れてい
Snake
ます。
Eater is pretty good. There is a lot of wireless available. Oh, so you don't need to go into the menu now? Is this to... Oh, is that the codec? Oh, radio. Sorry, radio, right? Oh, shit.
簡単にアクセスできるような
So you've got like a-
追加させていただきました。
ああ、クイックだ。
はい。
Yeah, it's like a quick menu. Oh, that's good.
ね。
カムフラージュをするにはまず
はい。それでですね。
Hey, Joker Bubbies, welcome in. Wow, FF7 new threat looks like Naked Snake. I know, right?
はい。今回もですね。
Naked Cloud. Alright, Pez. Keep it PG, though.
ご協力いただきまして、
Oh, calorie mates. I remember these. Yeah.
はい。大好きだ。
はい。
Give me more. I love it. Yes, just a little.
ここでスライドをお願いしま
Oh,
す。
dude, there's actually an... Oh, my... Are they... Is this some sort of a sponsorship? Is this the ad placement in the game?
します。
Oh, my God. Eva looks so fucking...
ブースの方にも飾って
I should get V a cosplay. Hold on, guys. Be right back. I'm just going to text him.
スネークがモデルになっています。
はい
オリジナルの時にもカロリーメイトさんのポスター、コラボポスター作らせていただいて、こちらが
Let's all right, hold on. Let's go a bit further ahead here. Oh my God, is he carrying this calorie mate? Do you think she will learn to button up in this game? I'm guessing with that image, Pez, no.
Listen to me, Jack.
Oh,
Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Politics
Oh,
determine
really,
who you
DZ?
face on the battlefield.
Is that why you abandoned me?
sorry, give me a second. Hold on. The way Solid Snake sounds. Dude, it's one of my favorite games. He's like one of my childhood video game heroes.
Face on the battlefield.
Is that why you abandoned me?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
Are you one of Vulcan's men?
No. I've come to escort
I've come to save your worthless butt.
you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
Shit! Maybe that was the wrong scene.
That's what they were making you build?
Yes, the Shagohod.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
Completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by crew? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
Even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger.
Colonel!
It'll be our friend, the American defector.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times.
Sorry I'm late.
Yeah, I was so excited for this game. Holy shit. I don't actually have the Master Collection, DZ. I was actually going to reach out to a company and see if I could have a code from them for the Master Collection. I was thinking about it. I also heard initially that there was some mixed reviews about the Master Collection. But I don't know if that was like, there was some issues. I think they've straightened out now or not. But I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. I was planning on playing Metal Gear Solid at some point anyway. And I think this is, man, if this is coming out soon or within the next 6 or 7 months, because if they've got a demo available and people have already been playing the demo, not streamers, but like journalists and stuff are still playing, playing the demo early, they must be somewhere close. But man, be right back. I gotta tell V she's got a cosplay in mind. Viva. How you doing, Gabe? Welcome in as well, by the way. Yeah, I'm impressed. So far, I'm impressed. I don't feel like they're remaking this game, badly. I don't mind load screens either. I was interested how they're going to do it, but gotta do all the dirt on him. Oh god, it does look good, doesn't it? Oh, that's the alert mode. Oh, he's got blood on him and it stays for cutscenes? God, blood does look wet as well. And the scary thing is that we're watching this not in 4K, because obviously we're watching it through Twitch, and I'm watching this on a YouTube video, which is meant to be in 4K, but my monitor's not 4K anyway. Oh, the lighting. The water. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, there is actually a full menu like there was in the original for the camouflage, but it looks like there's a shortcut menu. Oh my god, you can see the bullet holes and wounds and stuff on him. And these scars stay. You can see there's a scar here, look. Scratch marks. Another scar. Man, I'm not gonna lie, it's looking really well made. It's looking very, very well made. I don't know. I'm sure I have its flaws like every game, but I don't know, at the moment it's kind of staying true to the original. Maybe Pez, maybe there'll be a trophy for that. Yeah, you can change filters, that's cool. I'm guessing this is for photo mode, right? Retro, okay. Legacy. No, you can't see because my screen's in the way, but... Oh yeah, Sneaker 100% on roids.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
Listen up, Jack.
Alright, we've seen enough, Big Boss looks good. I'm not gonna lie though, they do look exactly like how I imagined them. I know that they looked quite good even on PS3 anyway, or PS2 rather. Oh, but hold on. Pez wanted to know if David Hayter was acting as Snake. Well, my friend Pezza, this is for you.
All the iconic characters are better than ever, with completely revamped models. Snake is brought to life with extreme realism, incorporating minute details like wrinkles and pores, and even separating the eye and iris, all of which allows us to create visually richer characters. We've also upgraded the battle damage system. Tears, bruises, and bullet holes mar Snake in real time, telling the story of each player's unique gameplay choices. The injuries on your body remain throughout your journey. And the rest of the iconic characters, like the boss, return in style. While retaining the original landscape, the thick vegetation of the jungles, forests, and swamps have been completely remade with cutting-edge detail. Every inch of the world has been rebuilt to make the Cold War look beautiful. At least as beautiful as it can be, as you sneak into the jungle. Just make sure to pick the right gear for the job and use your highly advanced stealth training. Metal Gear Solid 3 took gaming to a new level of cinematic storytelling. Delta breathes new life into every cutscene with dynamic lighting, detailed facial animation, and improved sound design. Yet it remains completely faithful, shot for shot, and with nearly all of the original voice acting. Even for longtime fans, watching these updated scenes is like experiencing them for the first time.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
So, I know what you probably want to hear the most about. How does the game play? Whether you're old school or playing for the first time, Delta has the best of both worlds. With Legacy style, the game plays like the original, with similar overhead camera and controls. But if you're used to modern shooters, we offer new style, with a controllable third-person camera. Both options maintain that trademark Metal Gear Solid stealth action. This is the game you remember, but massively upgraded. I also have some intel to share. Starting today, you can pre-order MGS Delta at retail partners in the Americas, UK, and EU. For fans looking for something special, there are also these incredible collector's editions available in the Americas.
Alright. Man. I feel better for seeing gameplay. I do feel better for seeing gameplay, because seeing, like, there was a bit of gameplay they've shown on the trailers before, and they've shown, you know, a few cutscenes, but now seeing it in action, I don't know, I'm pretty excited for it. I'm very excited for it. I just roll on whenever that release date is, whether it's 2024 or 2025, whatever it is. Bring it on. It looks so good though. And I'm presuming they're keeping all the original voice actors as well. But man, looks really good.